Hi, all. Welcome to NMAR's new member orientation. We're so happy that you are a new member and joining the world of Realtor Associations. So, hi, my name is Ari. I'm the Director of Marketing and Communications here at NMAR, and I'm just going to take you through this presentation. I'm also going to have a link for you here to access this presentation because it's got lots of good info in it and resources for you to, bookmark, save for later in case you need to come back to them. So let's get started. So, like I said, we're your State Association of Realtors, New Mexico Association of Realtors. For short, we say NMAR. So you'll hear that a lot. And we are here to help you, assist you, provide you with legal help, political advocacy, and resources to assist you on your journey as a realtor. A big thing to know is that we work in partnership with your local association and the National Association NAR. So we are not working in a vacuum. We all work together. There's something that is called the three-way agreement. And what that means is that if you have joined your local association, then by default, you are also a member of your state association, NMAR, and the National Association, NAR. So some new members aren't aware of that. They think, maybe you're just joining Santa Fe Association, or maybe you are thinking you're just joining GAR, Greater Albuquerque Association, and you're not realizing that you're actually getting 3 levels of benefits with your membership. So let's kind of dive into that a little bit and what that means for you. So on the national level, these are some of the things. This is kind of a 30,000 foot overview, right? It's not everything they provide, but these are some of the major things that the National Association provides for you in the way of resources and member benefits. They provide a ton of information, both information targeted to you as the broker and information targeted to the consumer that you can pass on and sort of be a conduit to educate your clients and build that level of rapport and expertise with the consumer. Lots of consumer guides, lots of great information on the national website, NAR. They also do a lot of advocacy there at the federal level, there with the Capitol, the White House, all of that. They also adopted and maintain the Code of Ethics. That goes back all the way to 1913. And, this is really one of the main things that sets you as a realtor member apart from just any real estate professional who's licensed, that you are agreeing to abide by the Code of Ethics. So really just that next level of excellence in our industry. National also provides a lot of stats and research. They've got a whole team of economists and analysts. Lots of great info there, again, to share and for you to be educated and informed about the market in real time as well. They do some consumer campaigns, which are really great. This is just building that value and recognition into the realtor brand. So again, you can show clients how you are sort of that next step above, just that extra mile further as far as being not just a licensed real estate professional, but a realtor as well. So a little bit about what the national level does. And here's a link. Again, bookmark this for later. This is just NAR's welcome video. It's a nice thing to watch. We would recommend that. And then at the next level here at the state, what is NMAR doing for you? So here at NMAR, we provide you with the forms that you are probably using every day in your transactions. So we have some excellent general counsel. We also have staff here in office that work on the forms. So really just want to help you with that goal of mitigating risk on your end and being responsive to industry needs. So forms. We do a lot of advocacy here at the state level, here in Santa Fe with, at the Roundhouse with the state legislature. We'll go a little bit more into that in a bit. We do a lot of things for you for your career enhancement. So we bring in lots of speakers, classes, breakout sessions at conferences and other events throughout the year to really help you always be learning, always be reaching for that next level as far as your career and professional knowledge. We also do some info and data. We do some monthly housing market statistics. These are, NAR does the national look. We kind of hone that in a little bit to be specific to New Mexico and our state. We also provide a legal hotline. This is a really great member benefit. So again, we'll jump into a little more info about this coming up, but great, access to a qualified real estate attorney who can provide you with info when you need it. We also are, in partnership with the New Mexico MLS. They're actually a subsidiary of NMAR. And a little note here, membership to the New Mexico MLS is separate from your standard dues and membership with NMAR. So if you'd like to join the New Mexico MLS, I have some info for you at the end of the presentation on how you can do that. It is the only MLS that serves the entire state of New Mexico. We also offer some education, and we work in conjunction with your local association to uphold professional standards. Again, just that next step that goes above and beyond just being a licensed real estate professional, but works in conjunction with that code of ethics through NAR to really uphold the highest level of professionalism. So a little bit about what we do here at the state. And then that next level is your local association. So your local association does more than just what I have on this slide, but you need to be in contact with them, be involved with them to know all the particular things that they are offering to you. But your local association is going to manage your local MLS. They also do advocacy at the local level with the mayor, with city council, things of that nature. One of the things that I love the most about local associations and wish we could do more of at the state level is those social events and networking. The local associations are really the best place for that. Like I said, wish we could do more here, but so spread out in serving the whole state. But please be involved with your local. They have a lot of great events for you. Some of those events, obviously, they provide education. That's the next little point here. But some of them are just great networking, charity events, all kinds of things, really great to be involved in. Again, we work in conjunction with your local association to uphold those professional standards and so much more. So on that note, here's the local associations that exist in the state of New Mexico. There's 13 of them. Just a little note on the lingo, we used to call them boards. So you'll see that some of them, San Juan County Board of Realtors, are still using that terminology. They're still referring to themselves as a board. And then some of them refer to themselves as associations. So it's the same thing. They're pretty much interchangeable, whether you're calling it your local board or your local association. You'll hear Realtor members refer to it as both, but good to know that they sort of mean the same thing. So your 13 local associations, and then there is one that has a statewide overlay. So this is for our commercial brokers that they cover the whole state of New Mexico, but they do operate as their own association or board in and of themselves. So on that note, you will notice that there are a few areas of the state that do not have a local association. So what about if you're a broker and you're licensed in one of those areas and you don't really have a local association? Well, in that case, sometimes we here at NMAR will serve as your local association level. So we will fill sort of two of those levels of the three-way agreement for you. And we call these realtors our members at large. If you are a member at large, we can help you know how to access things like your continuing education or other benefits that you might not have access to through your local association. So Amberly is our Director of Member Services. She is the girl to reach out to. She has all the info about this. So if you have any questions, if you are a member at large, or if you don't know if you should be a member at large or whether you shouldn't be, reach out to Amberly. She can help you know all the ins and outs of all the membership levels and all of that stuff. So, okay, so you are a member, you are part of the Realtor family now. You are, as you now know, part of the three-way agreement. So you get benefits from the national, the state, and the local level. So what are your first steps as far as accessing those benefits through NMAR? Well, your first step is to go to our website. It's right here. It's nmrealtor.com and log in. So you have been assigned an M1 or an NRDS number. We call it an NRDS number, but the newer terminology is M1. So it's both. We have assigned you a number, and your password is your last name, all lowercase. You should have gotten an email from Amberly with your M1 NRDS number in it. If you didn't or you lost it, that's okay. Give us a call. We can look up your number for you. And then log in through the member portal on our website is how you can register for things like conferences, meetings, legal updates, those types of things that we offer. You're going to need that info. So get logged in, take a look around, let us know if you have any questions about our website. Okay, so I want to jump in just a little bit further. This is, again, these aren't all the benefits that we provide to our members, but these are some of our sort of key benefits or our most used and most important member benefits. So that's advocacy, forums, and the legal hotline. So we're going to jump a little bit farther into some of these. So we're going to start with advocacy. NMAR does a lot at the state level to be the voice for real estate in New Mexico. We have Mr. David Saavedra. He's our chief of advocacy. His contact info is going to pop up here in just a minute if you have any questions. But he, works in our advocacy department, and our advocacy department has sort of all these different channels or pillars that it uses to do its work. So these are some of them. There's the Issues Advocacy Fund. There's a Legal Action Fund. Then there's RPAC New Mexico. That's a political action committee. Again, we would love to have you get involved in some of these committees. Legislative Committee. And then there's a PCP, which is a political coordinator program. This is a really, really cool program where you can actually volunteer to build relationships with our elected officials here at the state level. This is just a way to, again, network, gain influence, really just amplifying how we can work with our elected officials for realtor and consumer benefits and just the real estate industry at large. So if any of this interests you, we would love, love, love to have you get involved. We have some quality of life statements that guide our advocacy work. Those are that we care about protecting private property rights, growing housing opportunities, preserving natural resources, and supporting business growth and fostering strong communities. So quick little call to action. If you want to text the word realtor to 30644, that would be awesome. It really helps NMAR to earn some national recognition if we are getting even just something as simple as you springing into action by sending one text. So please, please do that. Again, if you have any questions or this piques your interest, this is something that you think you might care about or want to be involved in, please reach out to David. He would love to hear from you. Here is his email and his phone number. And yeah, we would love to have you as part of our voice. Okay, next we're going to talk about forms. So we offer forms. This is something you're going to use day in, day out in your real estate business. So we have really worked, our general counsel has worked for many, many, many years to write these forms and to create and maintain this comprehensive library of all the types of forms that you may need in different situations that you encounter. So we would love to hear your feedback on those forms as you really get into things, start using these day to day, start, applying them to specific situations. We would love to know what are your comments? What are your questions? What is working? What isn't working about the forms? So here's a link to our forms feedback form. We would love for you to fill this out anytime. You can fill it out more than once. You can fill it out dozens of times. Please do. We'd love to hear from you. So there's a link to that. And then how are you accessing these forms? You're accessing these forms through our forms providers. So this is another member benefit that goes along in conjunction with the forms we provide. We also have contracts with form providers. So right now we have two. And so we encourage you as a newer member to try them both out, see which one works best for you and your business. We have SkySlope And we also have Lone Wolf Technologies. Lone Wolf Technologies is the parent company that manages Zip Forms, Transaction Desk, and the newest version that they've rolled out, which is Transact. So as a newer member, you'll probably jump right into Transact. And yeah, we'd love to have you try out both forms providers and let us know which one you like better for your business and your operations. So here's some support info to both of those forms providers if you need them for any reason. Again, bookmark this, keep it for later. Okay, next is our legal hotline. This provides you direct access to a qualified real estate attorney who can provide information to you, answer day-to-day questions that arise in your business. There's a disclaimer there. This isn't legal advice, but it is helpful info. So here's the contact info. There's a phone number, both a toll-free and a local phone number, and an email. And this hotline is manned Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Questions are answered in the order they are received. Okay, so we've talked a lot about member benefits, the three-way agreement. Hopefully you're getting a good feel at this point for the world of Realtor Associations and what we can offer to you as our member. But now let's talk about the membership requirements. So I know you probably already got this info in an email from Amberly, but here it is again. The requirements to maintain your membership in good standing, you need to take the NAR Code of Ethics within 90 days of joining. So whether you just joined your local association last week, or maybe you're just now watching this, maybe it's been a month or longer, I don't know at what point in your journey you're at, but please know you have 90 days from joining to take the NAR Code of Ethics. Make sure you get that done. There's another training as well that you need to also do in that 90-day window, and that is the Fair Housing / Anti-Bias training. Please complete those. And you will also need to repeat those trainings every 3 years to maintain membership. So, open the calendar on your phone right now. Just you can put it in today on today's date, and you can set it to repeat every 3 years. Every 3 years, your phone will ping you and let you know, hey, don't forget your Code of Ethics and your Fair Housing training are about to expire. You need to redo those. So you have to repeat these every 3 years. And of course, you also have to stay current with your membership dues. So those are things to note and plan ahead for. Those are what you need to do to maintain your membership. Here's some links to the NAR Code of Ethics training. Here's a link to the Fair Housing and Anti-Bias training. And again, bookmark this for later if you need it. Okay, so the last little thing that I have to say to you all is that we would love to get you involved. I know I mentioned it in advocacy, but there's lots of different ways that you can get involved here at NMAR. We offer a growth and involvement program every other year where you can get leadership training. We are in that program this year in 2025. We have had the first session. It's been great. I'm a part of that group. Really valuable. We have some great speakers talking to us about leadership and about association leadership. And then we also have a parliamentarian coming to talk to us about Robert's Rules. We conduct all our meetings here at NMAR under Robert's Rules of Order. So really great training available. And then also we have, all those advocacy committees that I mentioned before. We have a lot of other committees as well. So whether you're interested in professional development or education or, technology, advocacy, we have lots of committees. We are a member-run organization. We would love to have you get involved with one of our committees and eventually move up into the elected leadership roles that we have. So please come by the office, call us, email us. We'd love to say hi. We'd love to meet you. And we'd love to know what you're interested in so that we can partner with you. Speaking of popping into the office, please do. If you're here in Santa Fe, we'd love to meet you. Love to say hi. We are located in Santa Fe, again, because we do so much of the advocacy work that we do at the Roundhouse here in Santa Fe. That's where we're located, but we serve the entire state of New Mexico. There's our phone number and our general email address as well. Contact us anytime with questions or feedback. We'd love to hear from you. Here's your staff so you can meet everyone. Obviously, you've met me. I'm Ari. I'm the Communications and Marketing Director. We also have Amanda McFadden. She is our forms administrator. So any questions about all things forms, she's your gal. We have our two wonderful ladies in our accounting department, Pat Pacheco and Adrienne Simpson. And then, of course, as I already mentioned, the very knowledgeable Amberly Maestas, who can help you with all things member services. Kim Garcia, our Chief of Operations, also very knowledgeable. Ashley Strauss Martin, she's our General Counsel behind all those forms that you're using every day in your business. And Mr. David Saavedra, who is our Chief of Advocacy. So working hard with all things advocacy. We are your NMAR staff. Okay, here's some other resources. We're going to wrap this up. I know that this has been a little bit of a time investment on your part. Thank you so much for watching. I'm just going to go over these other resources really quickly. And then, like I said, please hold on to this link to this orientation presentation for later because you never know when you may need these. So here's contact info to the New Mexico MLS in case you do want to join that. They are a subsidiary group of ours, but they do not work here in our office. So if you want to join, that's the phone number, that's the email to call. And here's info to the New Mexico Real Estate Commission. So the New Mexico Real Estate Commission, NMREC, works under the umbrella of the New Mexico Regulation and Licensing Department. So we refer to them sort of in conjunction, NMREC/NMRLD. They are the ones who handle your licensure and your license renewal to practice in the state of New Mexico. So if you have licensing questions or you're in that process of trying to, a few years down the road, get your license renewed, that's who you need to contact. Here's their info. There's a phone number and an email and also the website for more info on them. Here's some contact info to NAR. So if you have any questions on the national side, there you go. And then we have this whole list of our local associations. So phone numbers to all the local associations. If you don't have them, if you need them, here they all are. Okay, and that's it. That's all. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Please reach out to me or to any of our staff. I'd love to have an email or a phone call. Just say hi, get to know you as one of our new members. Again, we'd love to have you involved. We'd love for you to be part of building the future of NMAR with us. So thank you again, and let me know if there's anything else we can help you with along your journey.